Hey fellow Terrarians, and welcome back to our Summoner series. So we've just defeated a very powerful foe, Duke Fishron, and we got a massive upgrade. So this summon weapon, by the way guys, I need to provide some detail here because I know that not everybody is aware that as of 1.4.1 Tempest Staff has been buffed. Okay, so how? So in multiple things happened. The tornadoes now move faster, they follow enemies 50% faster, they attack 50% faster on average, and as you can see here, it's a massive change, right? So they're a lot more efficient now, a lot more effective, and they can actually even target flyers much more easily now. Yes, you can see that. This is big. So essentially, previously it was almost unusable in some situations, right? Still people used it for exploration and for AFK farms, but now this is massive. This minion is actually epic. Okay, I mean obviously the whip is still there, we're still dealing a lot of damage. We're not that scared anymore to come down to the underworld even after one mech boss is down. So, and to think that the summoner as a class can do that, can kill a single mech boss and then Duke Fishron almost right away. Alright guys, the Old One's army. Okay, tier 2. Okay, so you can use this as a reference guide too to farm this event, because I think we're pretty efficient at this now. Okay, so the whip does a lot of damage, but the summons, the Tempest Staff, those tornadoes are dealing a lot of damage too. Look at this. Okay, so this setup is very simple, right? So again, I'm trying to lean towards simplicity as opposed to you know, creating complex arenas and farms, right? So in this case, it's just a straight line of solid blocks. This is where all the action is happening, and above that we have a line of platforms. This is just for strategic placement of your sentries. Okay, so sentries. I like ballistas, but I've used successfully pretty much every other type, right? So I like the lightning aura, and even the explosive trap is pretty good as well. I've used it successfully in the past, but I do prefer ballistas due to piercing, of course, and with the right placement they're pretty OP. Okay, so look what we're doing. So it's wave 2 is still very easy. So does it feel like master mode to you guys? I mean, to me it does not. It feels obviously very easy. However, don't let this fool you, because don't come too close to these mobs, because one touch and you lose half your life. They deal a lot of damage. Okay guys, so 2 waves easily completed. This is a 7-wave event, unlike tier 1. Tier 1 is only 5 waves. Okay, so in tier 2, the difference is you have ogres in this last 7th wave, right? So, and you may have to defeat a few of them. Okay, so depending on how you manage to kill all the trash mobs. Okay, so wave 3. And look at this damage is insane. We're clocking yeah, close to 2000 damage per second, especially when there's a lot of mobs on the screen, right? So look at this. Yeah, over 2000. Yeah, and the wave is complete. So with this setup, by the way, use a unicorn or the goat as your mount, because the speed here is very important, right? So being able to dash between the portals easily and set up your sentries is key, obviously. I mean, with this approach though, with this setup, with this damage that whips give us, and also the reworked minion summon weapon, it is a lot of damage. It's insane guys. So I mean, look at this. I can hardly call it a challenge at this point. It's really, so far it's been going smooth, right? So all I have to worry about is is set a lot of so pretty much all of the sentries go on the right side, on one side, and then you concentrate your whip and your minions on the other side, and that's it. So I'm assuming the left side is where the bosses will come from, right? So the ogres. So yeah, 4 waves like nothing, effortless. Okay, so I'm actually starting to think that this is one of the easiest classes, the best classes to farm this event. I mean, obviously there are some mages, good mage options, and there are some good range options as well. But so far it's been really effortless and fast. So I'm thinking this is very efficient, guys. What do you think? But there is another thing, another glaring reality that I'm noticing here, right? And that is that no matter how buffed the minion is, so Tempest Staff, the whip is what does all the damage, most of the damage, right? So we're probably dealing 70% of our damage using the whip. So that is the summoner, the obsidian armor paired with the whip, Durandal with the buff that it gives 35% attack speed. So we are at 35 plus 50, 85% attack speed to the whip, right? So with just using Durandal and obsidian set. And obsidian set gives us also 50% extra range. Essentially, see, you can stand at the you can even stand further than that. You can stand at the edge of your range and everything dies before it can even take off, right? So what does it tell you, guys? To me, it actually tells that Summoner was in a very bad shape previously, prior to 1.4.1. Obviously, and yes, we needed some buffs badly. Whether this is the right way to buff the class by adding a whip that pretty much looks like a melee weapon at this point and acts and gets buffs from melee accessories, right? So whether that's the correct way to go about it, I'm not sure. That's something we will probably discuss a little later, and we'll see what everybody thinks. But I mean, definitely we needed some buffs badly. Maybe in the form of better AI for minions, better than what we have today. Maybe if all minions could target mobs similar to, let's say, Terra Prisma or Stardust Dragon, things would have been much easier to manage, right? So, because as of right now, even our top minions, summon weapons, they struggle with different, especially when facing fast bosses, right? Like Duke Fishron. Duke Fishron, for example, if I try to farm him using the Tempest Staff, it's going to be a challenge still. So maybe for that fight, we're better off using the whip, and potentially. And by the way, this is what, second ogre? Guys, we're getting there. Oh, as long as we don't die in the process. Okay, this is final wave. So I digress. We need to let's complete this event first. Let's focus on the ogres. So the third ogre, and I think that's it, because we're at 99%. So the moment we kill the ogre, we're done with this event. So we just need to down them before we get overwhelmed. But I think we're doing great. The right side is pretty much under control. The left side is winning. And did you see that? Easy. Okay. Yeah. The summoner is good, doing good at this point. Okay, so yeah, and again, you've seen it, you've just seen it, the whole process. It can be done effortlessly with the right equipment, right? So, and to think we're still using a pre-hard mode armor, guys. Pre-hard mode armor that's obtainable pretty much pre-bosses, right? So because you can get the obsidian set before defeating Eater of World or Brain of Cthulhu. You can just engage them, right? So you can defeat the minions of the brain, or hit a few segments of the Eater and collect those ingredients and craft it. So you can actually get it pre-hard mode, pre-boss. And this set is taking us, now we're at Pirates Invasion, right? So, and this is another thing you can use as a reference guide for farming pirate invasions. because I think just reusing this arena that I quickly set up for Dread Nautilus farm should work pretty okay. So this is just with the whip, just showing you what the whip can do, right? So yeah, you can pretty much melt them down, and this is without, we didn't even have banners, right? So we didn't get any pirate banners at this time. And look at this, even the captain. So come on, this is, it's messed up. Sorry, I have to say that because this is true. Okay, so we can just whip the pirates, the entire invasion, right? So, but hey, we better use the minion as well, right? So at this point the minions are slacking badly behind our back. That's not fair, right? So let's send them to fight. Yeah. So basically in this setup, if you just stick to the left side of the arena and stay inside, so oh, look at this. So the minions go out and they just rampage. But look at this. So the first Dutchman, Flying Dutchman, has spawned, and look how fast we're taking him down, guys. Again, master mode. This is hard mode. This is pirate invasion that usually takes you, you know, some effort, right? So, and you set up lava for AFK farming, right? And even then, you still need to be cautious because pirate captains, right? But this guy, so the AFK pretty much taking down the captain, taking down pretty much everything, right? So what about Flying Dutchman, right? So this is a very efficient approach to farm Flying Dutchman, guys. Unbelievable. Look at this. Okay, so it looks like one of them actually... Okay, so we need to rework this arena a little bit. So if you're following this, if you wanna reproduce this setup and you're playing as a summoner here, right? So what I would suggest is extending, and I'm gonna do it now. So extend this row of platforms a little bit, so it's gonna be a lot more efficient. Okay, but look at this. So if you stick to the left corner, the whip is actually reaching those cannon turrets. Okay, so what it means is you can safely attack it, but it cannot attack you. And look how fast. Oh my goodness. So that is almost a joke. Like, it's too easy to even... Oh, I don't know, guys. What do you say? Okay, so let me summon another one. Just this time we're gonna use the ballista as well. So we have a sentry, we have some banners already going, just to show you how efficient this can get. Okay, guys, look at this. And already we got our black spot, which is a master mode only drop. So now we have a flying mount. And look at this damage, guys. So the pirate invasion farm is pretty much the same farm as you would use for Dread Nautilus farm, right? So this is so easy. So with this approach, we're gonna get our lucky coin, we're gonna get the greedy ring, and also a lot of platinum, obviously, because these invasions produce a lot of coin on their own. Yeah, this is, guys, by the way, this is another good way to farm coin as a summoner, right? So previously, in one of the previous videos, we saw that we could do mimic farm and produce a lot of platinum, right? Pretty much 1 per minute or something like that, even more than that. So, and now we're looking at a very efficient pirate invasion farm that also produces a lot of coin, right? So, I don't know, maybe it's even better in the end. In any case, guys, this is how OP the summoner can get, I think. Pretty much early hard mode, right? So I mean, obviously you can say, well, yeah, but you pretty much took a shortcut and defeated Duke Fishron pre-Plantera, right? So this is not realistic not for everybody. But you know what? I'm not a pro player when it comes to fighting Duke Fishron. So for me, it was a challenge, and still it worked, right? So. And even without that, so we wouldn't be using Tempest Staff. We would be using Durandal and pair it with, let's say, Sanguine Bats. You would still be doing amazing damage. Or you can also add, I don't know, Blade Staff, because that would be easy as well. But look at this, those Flying Dutchmen go down like butter under knife. Yeah, this is very efficient, guys. Okay, so again, whether it was the right choice by Relogic to implement whips and give the whips to the summoner instead of, you know, somehow implementing a better AI for the summoners, for the minions, right, of the better minion AI. So that is a question, right? So we still need to look into that. Look in another one after another, those Flying Dutchmen go down. Okay, so this is ridiculous. Too OP to, I mean, well, obviously, those of you who have played Summoner before know the pain, right, of actually going a Summoner-only playthrough. But this, would put you in a very interesting situation. You would be pretty much shocked throughout your gameplay. Alright guys, so with this in mind, what do you think? What would be our next chapter then? What should we do? And I'm saying, how about we rinse off the max and we go for Plantera next time, eh? Alright, thank you for watching, see you in the next video.